Welcome to HueFin News. Today is November the 12th, 2017, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis, whereby we give you guys price predictions according to the price bars and the volume. And we are not investment advisors, and we are not giving you investment advice. But overall, today in the cryptocurrency market has been very wild. And for those of you who are not actively trading on a daily basis, or at least on a regular basis, today could have kind of made you nervous for the fact that the market shot up substantially and then it fell back down substantially. And if you guys don't necessarily understand what to look for on price charts, then you definitely would have been scared out of your position. But for the fact that, for example, Bitcoin Cash did a pump and dump today. The market shot up substantially. I was watching it during the trading day today, and the market was up almost up 1,000%, and that is crazy. That's a definite pump and dump situation that occurred today for Bitcoin Cash, and we'll look more in depth in that once we get to that particular chart. And there are some other altcoins that also shot up substantially today after moving lower early on in the trading day, but obviously the market participants saw fit to move the market higher, and we will talk about to see precisely where some of these altcoins and Bitcoin is headed. So now you guys can see that the market cap overall is now at $191 billion, and yesterday it was at 201, so that's $10 billion that has exited the market in one day. And you guys can tell that some of that money came from Bitcoin, in which is down 8.49%. Ethereum is down 2.30, and you guys can see that Bitcoin Cash is up 8.40. And pay attention to the market cap for Bitcoin Cash. It is almost $5 billion away from replacing Ethereum for that number 2 position. And that is definitely something that needs to be watched for in the next couple of trading days, 2 weeks as well. Ripple is down 6.33%. Dash is one of those other altcoins that shot higher today, up 42.14. Litecoin is down 6.79, and Monero is also down 2.44. Neo is down 8.05, and Ethereum Classic is down 22.08. So after we had that phenomenal day on yesterday, you would have expected that the market would have continued to move higher, and for some situations the currencies did not do that, and we'll talk about that as well as we get into those particular ones. But now looking at Bitcoin, you can see that they are down 6.29%. Last trade was at $5,847.80, and it should not come as no surprise to you, because in our video yesterday we told you that we are forecasting them, if we got more precursors of weakness here at $6,000, that we would expect them to come down to 5,500, and the market shot a little past that today, all the way down to $5,400, but the market came back up to close above $5,750. So what will we be expecting to see for Bitcoin? And the volume that we have today, we haven't seen that type of volume until the market came and made a low on the 15th of September. And you guys can see the result of what occurred on the 15th of September. The market made substantial up moves, started a uptrend following the 15th of September. Now, we're not necessarily saying that's going to occur for this particular situation, but to see that Bitcoin came and closed off of the lows is one of the things that we like to see, and the market may actually come back up to $6,000 initially. But if the market is still giving us more buyers in, then it will come back up to 6,250 or around that area, just like what happened on the 21st of October, which was around $6,200. Okay, so keep that in your particular strategy. That is something that we're looking forward to Bitcoin to be doing, at least come to $6,000. And we might get more precursors of weakness there, and it might move lower. But given the fact that we have a lot of volume on today's bar, the market may actually come up to $6,200. But nevertheless, we're still looking for Bitcoin to at least trade sideways, and we already gave you the higher prices. So if it does move lower, expect it to come right back down to the lows that occurred today, or even $5,500. Now, if we have this amount of volume that we have today, then the next area for Bitcoin to come to will be $5,000, or it might come to the low that occurred on the 18th of October, which was $5,114. So just keep that in the back of your mind, just to see that it's a possibility that it can occur, for the fact that we do have a very substantial down move occurring for Bitcoin. But one of the things that happened today is that the buyers so far stepped in the market right now. But we just have to wait and see if it's going to be enough to actually stop the down move. So now let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is down 1.86%. Last trade was at $306.33. And it is one of the good things with Ethereum is that the market did not act erratically today for Ethereum, unlike all the other altcoins that we're about to show today. Ethereum traded normally. It didn't act erratic to where it shot up 45% and then it came all the way back down. But we do have a lot of volume on today's bar, and the bar did close off of the low. So this is a trial run bar / consumption bar. Now both are probable precursors of strength, but we want to make sure that the buyers are still in the market on today. And if so, then we need confirmation tomorrow to see if the bar closes higher. If so, then the buyers are in control. And if that's going to be the case, it's possible that they will come up to $310. Okay. And if the market is truly strong to continue this volume that is shown today, then expect it to come right back up to 320. If the market participants are still in selling mode, then expect them to come right back down to 290 as well, or even to the low that occurred today, which was around $293. Okay, so our analysis right now is that we're expecting Ethereum to trade sideways. We need confirmation to see if the market participants are still interested in higher prices. If so, we're looking for 310 and then ultimately $320 on tomorrow. If not, then look for 290 or even the lows that occurred on the 10th of November for Ethereum to come in touch. But this is a pretty good sign to see Ethereum close off of the lows to make the move higher. So now let's go to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is down 4.04%. Last trade was at $1,294. So this is a definite pump and dump. There's no reasoning behind it. Obviously, the market participants just wanted to shoot prices higher and had a lot of investors feed into the market for Bitcoin Cash moving higher. And a lot of individuals has been placed in bad positions for this fact alone. So we have a lot of traders who are in bad positions right now for Bitcoin Cash. For the market to actually come right back down below the high that occurred yesterday, at least to the open and close, tells us that Bitcoin Cash is at least going to be trading sideways, and that higher prices for the time being is not going to occur. So we're going to try to break it down to a smaller time frame. So now we're looking at the 3-hour bars. So it definitely looks like Bitcoin Cash can come back down to the lows on this particular bar, which was around $1,180, or even this low. which was around $1,154. So that is a very possible place for Bitcoin Cash to come to, or even just 1100 just to be even. But you guys can see that on these particular 3-hour bars that the market is giving us weakness. It tried to shoot higher on this bar, but the market is still giving us weakness. And then we have it on the last completed bar, how the market shot higher and then it still closed towards the low. So Bitcoin Cash is still giving us weakness. So please expect them to move lower as well. Now, in the event that they do move higher, they might come back up to around $1,430 and then it might move lower. But overall, our analysis for Bitcoin Cash is for them to move lower to around $1,200 or even $1,100. Now, given the fact that we have a lot of traders in bad positions, then it might even come all the way down to $1,000 or even lower to around $900. It's all dependent on if the market is still in extreme sell-off mode. So now let's go to Ripple. So Ripple is down 6.90%. Last trade was at 19 cents. And we were not expecting Ripple to break through that 20 cents area. And as a matter of fact, we do have a push to go down bar, and it came right back down to 19 cents. The volume is extremely high, which tells us that the market really tried to push Ripple down through this support line that we've drawn. So now, what do we expect to occur for Ripple? We haven't seen this amount of volume for Ripple in quite some time. So this is a definite push to go down bar, where the market participants try to push Ripple lower, and the market may come back up to and around maybe 19.5 cents, or it might even come back up to 20 cents. But overall, given the fact that we do have this definite push to go down bar, Ripple may actually come back down to 18 cents, and it might do that and come and touch it and then move higher. But given how wide the spread is and the volume tells us that Ripple is still going to be trying to move lower. One of the things you guys can see currently is that Ripple is moving higher right now, and that could just make it come to 9.5 cents or even 20 cents, but then move lower. So now let's go to Litecoin. So Litecoin is down 5.38%. Last trade was at $58.65. So overall, the whole cryptocurrency market moved lower today, and we forecasted Litecoin to come to $58 and actually shot lower to around $55.68. But nevertheless, it still went in that same direction that we forecasted them to go. We do have the close of Litecoin to close off of the lows, which is a pretty good sign, especially for it to be above $57.50, because over the last couple of weeks you guys can see that it was acting as resistance. So obviously Litecoin is showing us more eagerness to be moving higher. Now, with that being said, we are looking for Litecoin to possibly come to and around $61. Okay, because we have already seen how Litecoin is obeying this upward move support line that we've drawn over the last couple of weeks, and it did that again today. So this is a very strong support line for Litecoin. The moment it breaks it, meaning we get a push to go down bar on high volume, then this support line becomes null and void. But currently it's still active and it's still holding its ground. So we might be seeing Litecoin come back up to around $61 tomorrow. It might come back up to $62.50 given the wild swings that we've seen in the cryptocurrency market thus far over the last couple of days. But if it does want to move lower again, it might come all the way back down to $55. But we're not necessarily seeing that for Litecoin, for the fact that this is the second day that it did come down to that low price of around $55.68 within the last 3 trading days. So obviously the market is trying to sustain higher prices for Litecoin, and we will be expecting them to be moving higher as well. So now let's go to Dash. So Dash is also up 40.39%. Last trade was at $487.99. And we told you yesterday on our video that we was expecting Dash to at least come to $360, right? But man, we have had a substantial push to go above. The market tried to shoot lower, and the market participants came in and pushed Dash all the way to an all-time high today. This is the first time Dash has been this high, all the way up to $493.77. And there is nothing in the background for us to try to gauge where Dash is going to be trading. This is a definite precursor to strength bar, so Dash will be making higher highs once again. Let's try to break it down to a smaller time frame. We can possibly see where Dash will be trading if it does move lower. So you guys can see that the possible area for Dash to possibly move to, if it does move lower, will definitely be to $400. That would be an area of support that Dash could come and touch to eventually. But our first area would be around $450 for Dash in order for them to come and touch. Now I want to look at a bigger time frame. Yeah, $410 could be an area around $400 for Dash, and then $440. But overall, Dash is definitely giving us more precursors of strength, and it might eventually come and touch $460. But right now, our analysis for Dash is for them to continue to move higher in making all-time highs. So now let's go to Neo. So Neo is down 4.97%. Last trade was at $26.89, and we told you that Neo would not be participating in higher prices for the fact that volume did not follow behind the move higher that occurred on yesterday. So the market moved lower. Now we were just looking for it to come to around $26, but the market came all the way back down to the low from the 7th of November. But still, nevertheless, buyers came into the market for Neo, and it came right back towards that support for Neo over the last 2 or 3 weeks. The market is now at that area. So this is kind of like a consumption bar where the buyers came in and pushed the bar to close off of the lows. Now we need confirmation to see if they are still in control of the market. If not, then Neo will be moving lower again. And if that's going to be the case, then we are expecting them to at least come to and around $26. It might come to the lows just like on the 4th or 5th of November. But nevertheless, given the fact that we do have buyers in the market and we would like the confirmation, and if we do get that confirmation, then expect them to at least go to $28. And if not that, it might come all the way back up to around $29.50 if the market is truly that strong and the buyers are still in control. So now let's go to Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic is also down 21.68%. Last trade was at $15.29. And this was another pump and dump situation that occurred for the cryptocurrency markets. We forecasted Ethereum Classic to at least come to $21, and it came to $21.40. So that's not bad. But immediately once the market came to that location, it got hit with stockpile and the market shot extremely lower. And this is giving us more precursors of weakness, given the fact that we had a push to go up bar and the market tried to move higher, but there's just not interest there in higher prices. So it came all the way back down towards the close and the open from the 11th of November and the 10th as well. So now what do we expect? What do we see? So if Ethereum Classic is going to continue to move higher than expected, it can come all the way back up to $16. But for the fact that we had this very wide spread and non-interest in higher prices, then we're still expecting Ethereum Classic to at least move lower, and $14 will be that first location for them to move. But overall, given the amount of volume and how wide this spread is today for Ethereum Classic, they might come all the way down to $13 or even $12. Okay, so that is going to be our analysis for Ethereum Classic. So the last one for today is going to be Monero. So Monero is up 2.50%. Last trade was at $124.35. And this is our daily price chart for Monero. You guys can see the market did move higher. We was expecting them to maybe come to around $135. Originally it was $130, but if the market participant was really involved in the market, then we said it would go to $135. The market shot higher than that today, went all the way up to $138, but nevertheless that's still a good trade for the fact that it went in the direction that we said it will go. Now you guys can see that we have high volume compared to the last 3 trading days. Stockpile came in the market, because if not, then the bar wouldn't have closed this low. And you guys can see now on this current bar that the market came all the way back up to 130, just like it did on the 3rd of September. And you can see the result of what occurred for Monero, and that's what we're expecting for them as well. And it might come all the way down to $120 initially to act as support, but if we get more weakness, then expect it to at least come to 115 in or around that area. But if we have a lot more stockpile in today's volume, then it will definitely come back all the way down to 105. And given the recent trades in some of these other altcoins, it is very possible that that can happen on tomorrow. So you guys can tell that right now we're looking for Monero to trade lower, and that will be from where it is now to that first area of 120, and then from there to 110, and then from there to 105. If the market, as is moving lower, continues to give us precursors of weakness. Now the market may come back up and try $130 one more time, but overall, if we don't have any push to go up bars like we didn't receive over the last couple of days, we've been getting stockpile on these trading days. We need to see a push to go up bar in order for Monero to break the high that occurred today. Now if we do, then that is all great and good, and then expect it to come all the way back up to around $145. So that is our analysis for today. Appreciate the new subscribers. Use the timestamps that we have placed in the description of this video to save you guys time. As well, new subscribers, make sure you go out and check out just some of the basics to give you some of our terminology and definitions of some of the bars that we have named and what their meanings are. So when we speak about them, you will know exactly what is going on for these price charts. Now, the market is moving wildly right now, and I know that there's a lot of new subscribers or people who are new to the market, but you got to understand this is one of the reasons why you have to be active in your particular trade. And we are not in the privy to know exactly what type of strategy you are running or your current situation, your financial situation. Just use this particular channel as a basis of knowing that you can predict price movement, and that is the whole purpose of us having this channel. Not necessarily to give you guys what is going to occur in the markets, but just for the fact to show you that you can predict market direction with only using price bars and volume, because a lot of people are out there saying that you can't do it, and we've been showing you that you can do it. We eliminate the confusion from these price charts by removing the indicators that so many other people have. And one of the things I want you guys to realize and understand is that professional traders, you know, the ones that are at the institutional firms and these large investment institutions, do not have indicators on their charts. So just ask yourself the question, why? That's all we got for today, guys. Stay profitable, and I'll talk to you guys later.